Hello, race fans. Welcome to another Race Face Drive-In 5 podcast here on raceface.tv. As always, I'm Jacob Seelman, your host, and we are back joined by the elusive Case Hockman, who has been away a little bit. And I say that jokingly, Case, because you've had a lot going on here the last little bit. Before we talk about race cars, you are wearing a school jersey because I heard correctly that you tried out and got selected for your school's basketball team not all that long ago.
Yes, sir, I did.
So when was that? I imagine it was what, only a week or two ago?
Maybe 3 weeks
3 weeks
ago.
ago? But it's been pretty recent
Yeah.
because you guys have just you said you just had your first game earlier this week and have another game coming up.
Yes, sir.
Win or lose in that first one?
Actually lost.
Ah, well, the wins are coming, just like in the race car. The wins are coming. Got to keep that optimism, right?
You're right.
So we know that's been keeping you busy, which is a whole lot of fun. The last time we were on, we talked about the Tulsa shootout. You were coming off of that. I know the racing schedule right now has been a little bit slow, kind of in the lead up, because I know you guys didn't take the Bandolero down to run Winter Nationals this year. But I know coming up here in about a month, you are going to be back in the micro at Millbridge. Do you feel like you're kind of on pins and needles because you've been out of the race car for a bit? It's like, okay, let's get it here so we can go again.
Little bit, yeah. Because recently I couldn't be able to practice on my simulator because our steering wheel took a dud. So we got a new one. We actually got it set up today. So I'm probably gonna hop right on there after this and probably get back into the rhythm.
So you've been really out of rhythm, which is
Yeah.
not like you for sure. I know you. You're usually, if you can't be in the race car, you're on the sim. So to be out of the sim too is definitely a change.
Yes, sir.
Um, I want to tie the two things in though, because obviously you've gotten started with basketball, and particularly, we're talking about you getting ready to get back in the race car here in a few weeks. I imagine a lot of the practice and training and stuff that you're having to do for basketball right now is only going to help you, from a cardio and a physical standpoint when you go to get back in the race car too.
Yes, sir. Especially with the cardio, will definitely help me power through the race.
What kinds of things have you guys been doing in your basketball training so far that you think maybe will help you?
Shooting drills, layups, defense.
A lot of
We,
I was going to say a lot of arm strength in there too.
yeah, definitely.
Particular, yeah, I was going to say particularly for the micro because you got to hustle that thing at Millbridge when you get back in
Mhm.
it.
Oh, yeah.
So we've got that coming up. Are you nervous getting ready to go back to Millbridge after being away from the track for a while, or are you just ready to get back to it?
Not really. Not as nervous as I would have been the first time there.
That's fair. And yeah, the laps at the Tulsa shootout I know help too, even though it's a different racetrack. Do you feel like it'll be kind of like riding a bike when you get back at Millbridge because you're familiar enough with the racetrack now?
Yeah, could be.
That's
It's
the hope.
depending on the track where they water it at.
That's fair.
That's good.
That's definitely a fair assessment. I imagine more than anything, I know you got have a lot of fun working with Austin Barnhill and those guys on the team. I imagine you're just ready to really get back and see everybody and work with them again.
Yes, sir.
So that's coming up. I know what else you've got coming up is the hope here over the next, I don't know, 6 weeks or so, maybe around that same time as you're going to Millbridge. I know the hope is you guys are working on trying to get a pavement late model test going that you were going to do at the beginning of the year. Then the hurricane and all the weather up here kind of scuttled that. You getting hyper, getting excited about possibly being able to get in a late model for the first time. I know, getting to pavement is something that you've been a little eager about.
Yes, sir. The hardest part about that is changing from dirt to asphalt so you don't have to swing it in there as much. So that's going to be the hard part.
Yeah, it slows everything. It's one of those where you probably will be in good shape because everything happens, I know, so quickly, you've said in the micro that it almost slows down a little bit when you get in that big heavy late model. You almost have more time to think about things before you react to them.
I mean, to me, I think it's a bit quicker of
That's
thing.
fair, a little different.
Goes way faster than micros, and you got a split second decision before the corner.
That's fair. I guess it does come across different ways to different drivers. So and I know you're always fun with this part. So we know the Velocifactory program. You've had the banner up there last year, but you've just become the master of the sponsor placement here for this one. Talk a little bit about some of the other partners you're showing off here and some other thank yous that you need to give.
Um, Hoist, got it right here. Got the strawberry lemonade. It powers
Hy-
me through.
Hydration product.
Mm.
And then on your hat, I think you've got your CFT, your Florida Transport. There you
Yes,
go.
sir.
Who
They
else you need?
deliver
Go ahead.
aggregate stuff to different job sites like highway, roads, residentials, and all other job sites.
All right. How long have they been? They've been with you for a couple years, I think, haven't they? Or are they a
Uh,
new partner?
they're a new partner.
New.
Think
Okay. There you go.
think we got them in January or before January.
Okay. So newer partner.
Yeah.
Who else you need to say thank you to, Case?
APR Auto, Ambassador Racing School, Bryce Como Racing, Miss Marie Salon, Central Florida Transport, Velocity USA, and Friends of Jacqueline Foundation.
All right. And that list is going to be hopefully one that we get to hear a lot of this year. I know you're excited to get back in the race car soon, Case. Always a pleasure having you on here. And we'll cross our fingers that no rain when you come back up to Millbridge. That's what we want. And hopefully be able to talk about a good run, okay?
All right.
That's Case
Thanks.
Hockman. Yes, sir. My name's Jacob Seelman. This has been another Race Face Drive in 5. We'll see you next time here on raceface.tv.